Have you ever wanted some free chicken nuggets for your farm? It's a great addition, and trust me, they are really good. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to raise meat chickens. We're going to go everything you need, so let's go. So we first need to start out by selecting your breed. The breed you're going to select can vary. The two most common breeds are most definitely the Cornish hen, and also what we over here have are Freedom Rangers. These are the more meat-based birds. You can also go for a dual-purpose bird. Like here, come over here, and I'll show you a ISA brown right over here. Two of them, actually. These guys are not where they're supposed to be, so that's why I sort of came out here to give them a little flame. But, well, the reason they're out here is just to get greens. They're dual-purpose breeds, but they're very, very outdated. You want to harvest them at about 8 months old if you want them for meat, but these guys are a little bit over 2 years old, so yeah, no. Next, you need to choose your time slot. Your time slot is going to definitely differ depending on where you live, but for most places there's 2 time slots you want to fill. This is going to be March to June, and then again July to October. Those are the 2 time slots, and if you're anywhere else you could do November to February, but unfortunately if you're in the Northeast, those months are very cold, except if you're here during this winter. We could have been able to raise these just fine this winter. So you want to make sure that you fill in those time slots, because those are the best times. And just remember, every time you're gonna keep these chickens in here, just remember that you're most likely gonna have more than one time slot during the time that they're alive. Alright, so if you have a lot of chickens, like a lot of people get, we have, I believe, 24 chickens in here. I'm gonna open up the door and show you something real quick. You notice how many things we have in here. We have a feed tray, really big one, and you're not getting out chicken, and also a waterer back there. Those are some of the 2 things you need in here. And also a chicken coop. The chicken coop is for when they're feathered, fully feathered, and also you decrease their brooder temperature by 5 degrees every week. So either wait till they're fully feathered or wait until they match the outside. I'd recommend waiting until they match the outside, because being fully feathered basically means absolutely nothing in a lot of circumstances. Next up, you need to construct your coop. Your coop is where the chickens are going to be staying at night so yeah, a lot of people get hoop coops, which look something like this. They can easily be transported either they're very lightweight, or if they're heavier like this one, as I believe this one's like 90 pounds, then you could just attach wheels, so that way it could move easier. Because there's no way you want to carry a 90-pound thing with a lot of chickens in here. And you can move wheels with a constant rate, unlike with just pushing it. So you need a coop like this. Or if you're really, really, really feeling special, you might want to build a typical chicken coop, which you've more likely than not seen. You could build like a mobile one or a stationary one. I'd highly recommend mobile ones, but I recommend more of a hoop coop for these chickens. And yeah, I'm going to get into something in a minute if you're hearing those loud sounds in there. Now, their behavior is everything. Now, with these chickens, they are very misbehaved in here. I'd say we have just about 70% hens and 30% rooster in here, but only one rooster makes sound, which is good because we don't need a lot of random baby crowing in here. And with these roosters, they're attacking hens or attacking each other. It's just been a full-out war in this little flock over here with these little tiny chickens. These chickens are not really liking each other, not really fond of each other, if you will. And with this, just these chickens are like, no one really likes each other in this flock. And you gotta remember, these chickens are at their age. If they couldn't like be eaten as meat, if their legs didn't get as thick as they would, then basically they'd live to see a typical 4 to 8 year lifespan. And this would be about the same age that they would be fighting each other. But these chickens develop so quickly, even if their legs didn't develop, which could give them either a heart attack or break their legs, which cannot be repaired for some breeds of chickens, then these chickens would probably live for about 1 to 2 years. Just remember that. Now, harvesting typically comes at about 3 months of age. So you want to wait about 90 days until they're ready to harvest. So these chickens are actually due next Wednesday. So by the time next Wednesday rolls around, we're going to have some chicken nuggets over here. And basically, you want to make sure that they are painless throughout their death. Unfortunately, it is a pretty unfortunate thing, but it's a great lesson that you give these chickens a good life. So the way you do it is you basically want to take a little thing. I think it gives them like an electrical shock, which like stuns them for a couple minutes, and then You take them out. I don't remember which one it is because I haven't yet done anything like this, which I won't be doing it because I'll be off in classes during that day. But you can see these chickens in here. They're just about ready. You can tell by the thickness of the legs. But with Cornish hens, their legs get a lot thicker and much more developed. The reason we have a lot more chickens in here is because of that. So you want to make sure you're doubling down on your breed. I don't know if we're going to do another batch this summer because by the looks of things, this summer is going to be probably one of the hottest ones for years. So I will say, I don't know if we're going to get any new chickens in here, but I'll say they've been pretty fun to raise so far. There'll probably be a little bit of a dent and we unfortunately have to slaughter them. Then yeah, that's basically what you all need to know. So if you found any information helpful and you want to raise your own meat chickens or even just chickens in general, you can check out my channel. I make content like this daily, typically a chicken video and then a gardening video and then a miscellaneous video and then back to the cycle. So let's go.